Hey, what's up everybody? It's Lids, and we're back for some more Pyre Community RITE Nights, which means of course some good old-fashioned multiplayer Pyre, featuring first and foremost none other than the members of the RITE Club Discord server, the place for all things multiplayer Pyre. And if you're interested in getting more involved in multiplayer Pyre, then look no further, because you can join said Discord server by clicking on that link right there. But those of you in chat, you are not off the hook. No, because you see the red circle with the white L below chat. You click on that, you'll find all the various requests you can make today, including things ranging from selecting players' exiles, masteries, songs, arenas, even Titan Stars are all fair game. So, without further ado, let's hop into versus mode here. We'll set ourselves back to our default settings, and I'll jump into Discord. But let me know if there's anyone who would like to get us started. Let's see. Oh, and I'm noticing there is already someone who is... This might be the first time ever. Someone has beat me into the Discord channel. My goodness. Well, let me know if there's anyone who would like to get us started. I have a feeling there might be at least one such person. Similarly, of course, if there's anything setup-wise that we'd like to see for our first match, you can let us know as well, although it might make sense for us to first establish at least who is in this match, what are we doing, before we figure out what sorts of twists and turns we want to take for this first match. But how's everybody doing? Have people been playing Hades 2 early access? I think we've mentioned it a little bit in passing. I want to be sensitive of potential spoilers and what have you, so don't spill all the beans. But I have been playing a little bit, and a fair bit, and it's been fun. Hades 2 is lit. What's Cosinator? Chosinator? I'm not entirely sure how to say your name, but how's it going? How are you? Good to see you. We are doing some Pyre multiplayer today, so let me know if there's anyone who would like to jump in here, get us started. But yeah, lots of new games coming out, or at the very least doing testing, early access, what have you. You know, there's Hades 2, of course, just earlier today, in fact. We were doing a little bit of an impromptu First Descendant stream, which is a game that last year had a beta that I played quite a bit. This year, just this weekend, has a very short technical test, which seems to be an indication that they are very close to doing a full release for that. And then, you know, this is several months ago at this point, but Helldivers 2, still been doing a bit of that as well, so lots of fun stuff going on nowadays. Hades 2 is very similar to the base Hades, I will say that much. Which I think is both, perhaps its greatest strength and its greatest weakness. If you absolutely loved Hades 1, and you didn't want anything to change about it, all you wanted was just more Hades content, then I think you're going to really like Hades 2. If you were thinking, Hades 1 is good, but I'd like to see more ways for them to iterate and innovate on this system, this game that they have created thus far, then there are obviously some changes from Hades 1 to Hades 2, but might not be quite as dramatic a difference as you might have been looking for. So that's my spoiler-safe summarization of my opinion on Hades 2. Alright, well, MCOS, is it a CH sound or is it a K sound? MCOS or MCHOS?
I've always pronounced it Mikos, but...
Mikos. Okay, gotcha.
I've definitely been called worse, so...
Okay, gotcha. Alright, well, you're down to clown, so if you would like to get us started, you are welcome to do so. Now, are we Steam friends yet? is the next question, because we will need to be Steam friends so I can get you an invite going here. If the answer is no, then I should have my Steam friend code pinned in the Black Wagon chat, and you can send me an invite using that.
Sounds good.
Otherwise, we're still looking for one other person here. So let us know if anyone else is interested. Also, for what it's worth, my streaming software last few days has been a little finicky when it comes to showing me how my microphone has been working or not working. Do I sound normal right now? Because it's not giving the best of feedback for right now.
You sound good to me. I'm listening to you strictly through Discord, though.
Okay. Yeah, I think this should be mostly a stream question. I don't think Discord will really be affected unless it's a just overall microphone issue, which I don't think is the case.
I think you sounded good on the stream as well when I had you up. I just had to mute that because I was getting two of you.
No worries. No worries. What's up, Anor? How's it going? We are still looking for someone else to jump in here. We have MCOS. Did I remember it correctly?
Mick.
MCOS.
Yeah.
MCOS. Okay, Anor can jump in for a bit. MCOS and Anor. Okay. Let me get an invite for Anor, and then I'll check to see if MCOS, you've sent me the friend request. Hopefully didn't have any issue with that. Let me just check real quick. Let's see. It would help if Steam updated to tell me this. Gave me the notification, what have you. Wait, hold on. I can just go to the Steam friends. There we go. Pending invites. There we go. Accept. Okay, perfect. Now I should have you. Okay, let me put this back on. And let me... Oh, yep, this is true. Controller's gone. Don't worry. Okay, now let me get invite number 2 here. Are you showing up? There you are. Okay, invite should be on its way. Alright, once we have you both in, if you two could just confirm who is player 1 and who is player 2. Oh, Mikos, are you on keyboard mouse or are you on controller?
I'm on controller.
Okay, gotcha. Alright, it looks like, reading between the lines here, Anor is player 2, Mikos, you're player 1. Anor confirms she's player 2. Okay. In that case, let me enter in your information. What the heck? Okay. Yeah, no, streaming software is being a little questionable today, so hopefully it does not implode on me mid-stream, but I half feel like that's gonna happen. Okay, what is the correct way to spell your name? Because I saw it's different in Steam versus in Twitch. Maybe do. How's that? Here we have a Nor. Okay. And then a Nor on Nightwings. Mikos, did you want to be the Pyre Hearts or do you want to change to something else? Do you have a preference?
Surprise me.
Okay. Well, for simplicity's sake, I will surprise you by keeping you on exactly what you have here with the Pyre Hearts.
Perfect.
Alright. So let us know, chat, if there's anything in particular we'd like to see setup-wise for this first match, now that we've established who is in. Although, I believe, Mikos, this is going to be your first match for RITE NITE, is it not?
That is correct.
So, up to you guys, chat, if you want to be merciful. Perhaps we keep it simple for now, and we wait before we start doing the crazy ambitious requests that I'm sure you guys are just waiting to unleash upon us. Okay, Nor says she's gonna switch over... Oh no. Keep Enor's name. Change Enor's triumvirate. That's different. She'll go Chastity. Okay, there we are. Yeah, true, you could just go based on your favorite color. That's also a way to make that decision. But alright, I think we're good to go. No specific requests for this one, so we'll keep it nice, simple, straightforward for now.
Hear me, exiles. Welcome to the Isle of Kaelmer. Here you may step closer to achieving freedom. Let us see which one of you is more deserving. Higher hearts, stand ready. The Chastity, stand ready. Who shall
Alright, so up to you. You may take whatever you'd like here. When it comes to characters, talismans, masteries, all that. Heads up, we do have modded exiles in. I'm not sure if you've seen the modded stuffs before, but you'll see that bottom row of exiles. We have more options for you. Basically just to let you take 3 of any kind of exile you might want. They're still functionally the same as your standard exiles.
Rad.
Alright, Nikos leads off with a Banishing Throw Stowaway. Nor will start Webbed Lanthorn Tizo. Now, Power Casting Snadra, second slot for Mikos. Oh, that's a second imp from Anor. Titan Tooth this time round. We are at the Imp Arena. I'm noticing a bit of a trend here. Titan Tooth, what an introduction, right. Well, that's a saluting Bertrude in the last spot for Mikos. And Anor has taken 2 imps already. And takes a speedy messenger imp with the 3rd. Alright, well here we go, our first match in a RITE Night for Mikos, so welcome to the RITE Club, good to have you. Facing off against Anor here for our first match of the day. Anor, through the portal, gets infinite stamina in the process. Sneaks past the Crone, but here comes Snadra, shoulder smashing. Except there was a Titan Tooth involved, so even after the shoulder smash, Snadra was slowed to a stop. Anor, chooses to set up the portal rather than go directly in. Titan Tooth stuns Mikos again. It took a little bit longer, but Anor's patience did pay off, as she got 25 damage from that, and I don't know if maybe the initial imp that got in that territory had only 15 damage. That may have been the reason behind Anor choosing to go that route. In which case, she was able to carve out an extra 10 damage. Snapper once again, shoulder smashing to her heart's content. Now Bertrude brings back a teammate or 2, although Anor goes through the portal to cause some trouble. That is a fairly dangerously placed portal at that. Oh, and Anor is just using it to continue to banish more of Mikos' exiles. Now with all them down, an uncontested opportunity to throw this one in for 25. Stowaway teleports the orb.
Cassandra didn't see that coming.
Stowaway one side, Bertrude the other. Who is the real threat here? Well, it looks like it's the Stowaway. She banished one with the throw, but then she went down herself. Now back to Bertrude. She's blocked though, and Titan Tooth stunned. So Nor, back in possession. Has that portal, does choose to go through it. Trying to find an opening, but can't quite make it happen. But the Titan Tooth, once again with the stun, and that has been a key facet of Anor's setup thus far, as I think it has played a role in all of Anor's scores. Raji, eyeing the portal, but can she find a way through? Oh, and there is the salute from Bertrude, although it does mean that at the moment, Anor's defenseless. She does get back one of her imps, but it costs quick enough to get a 17 damage throw off there. Big cast from Snadra. Make that a couple. A little bit more room for the Stowaway to maneuver, although she is banished here. Raji through the portal. Oh, and he sneaks through for the winning plunge.
The chastity
GG.
It was as though the scribes themselves stood by their side.
Well played, you two.
Thus end this night's proceedings.
All right, well, let's head on back.
Until the next rite.
You can change to True Nightwings. Sure, no problem. Let me just switch you on stream. Let's see. Get rid of Chastity. Where is it? Add True Nightwings. There you go. See? Anor knows. Anor knows. The best raiments in the downside. Without question. This combo right here is the best combo. Scientifically proven. By me, apparently. Tempers want to have... The Tempers are pretty good. I'll give you that. They're decent. But you can't top True Nightwings. Alright, well, Anor now says, alright, we had our warm-up. We had our simple, straightforward, no-request match. Now, it's time for chaos. So Anor turns Customize off. That means both players will have randomized exiles, masteries, and talismans, and we won't even get to see what those things are in advance. We're just going to get thrown straight into the action. So we could still do a song, we could still do an arena, but otherwise, that request does account for a lot of things. So let us know if we'd like to add on top of it, or if we are good with what we have here. Not seeing anything else, so why don't we get started then? With Customize off, this is where things start to get interesting.
The Pyre arts shall now
We're on the book.
face the true
We
night.
have Demon, Crone, and Imp for Makos. And for Nor, it is a Cur, a Harp, and a Crone. See what else we can learn about masteries and talismans. So Nor has the Harp Salute.
The orb is taken.
We know that much. Makos checking for the Brazen Manor, does have it, but in the meantime, Nor picks up the orb and plunges here for 20. But after plunging, now no longer has Pamitha in this round. Makos with Udmilda. Banished here. Dalbert for Nor. Over to Bertrude. Oh, Black Claw. Makos has a cursed talisman. Was that on Raji? I think it might have been. Or was it Vizpaleth here? It's definitely not Vizpaleth. So I think we have a note. Yeah, there you see. Raji still had the aura, even while in possession. So that is a cursed talisman for Raji. Actually, on an imp, it's not terrible. It's probably one of the better classes for it. There you see, there's the aura. Here comes Udmilda. Sidesteps one cast. Oh, and goes for the throw, and that is unblockable.
Hilda's aim was true.
So that will land for 23.
Pyre,
Hamtha, however, now is back and uses that Crone salute to swap places with Anor's Crone. And now Anor has lost Bertrude, but moves in with her Cur, plunging for 20. Oh, and does either have built-in prayer beads or prayer beads the talisman coming from her Cur, because as you can see, able to repeat that feat here. Bertrude, the 38 damage plunge. Extra damage on that one, and that means Makos is holding on with just 2 Pyre life at the moment. It's unexpected firepower from Anor, and now finishes the job.
The true Night Wings prevail.
GG.
And what a crushing victory it was.
Well played, you two.
The rite is done.
Alright, well let's head on back.
Until the next rite.
And let us know, chat, if there's anything we'd like to see for the next one. That was Customize off. So we'll turn Customize back on, unless, of course, that's something we would like to continue to see. That's up to you. Or anything else, for that matter. Characters, talismans, masteries, arenas, songs, all that's fair game. But seeing nothing at the moment, I suppose we'll jump back in, and this time that means it'll be up to the players to go with whatever they'd like. No specific requests. Hold on, though. Hold on! We're on the boat.
The true Night Wings.
That does change things now, doesn't it?
Welcome. Who shall conduct the rites?
Alright, so these team selections, entirely up to the players here. See if people choose to make any boat-specific adaptations, as sometimes is the case. Makos goes with a Prayer Beads Bertrude. As Anor will opt for a Speedy Jody. Makos goes for the Nutrition Stick on Manly. Anor may have something to say about this. Secret Tech. As Anor goes for a Leeching Ignarius, so Demon number 2. As Makos goes the legendary Imp Talisman on Messenger Imp, so infinite stamina. As Anor locks in Demon number 3 with a Webbed Lanthorn Vizpaleth. Alright, so here we go. We are on the boat. We will see to what extent the boat magic takes place, as Anor gets a little more airtime on that jump than he might normally see, but maybe not quite the insane acrobatics we have sometimes seen on this arena. It's Mikos back in possession here with Bertrude. Opts to throw to get rid of it, although Anor able to get rid of Bertrude. Anor charges up the Brazen Manor. If she's quick about the score, she can get extra damage. She's hopscotching around, but got blocked and then banished. Mikos back with Bertrude. Oh, that was strange. Bertrude cornered. Anor once again charges up that Brazen Manor. She's looking for the big jump, but didn't get it on that occasion. She'll try again. Once again with Ignarius. Sets up the Brazen Manor. Approaches the puddle. Got a little bit of extra airtime, but probably not the amount that Anor was looking for there, as she's momentarily defenseless. Messenger Imp. Using a little bit of boat magic himself. Mikos able to sidestep the cast. And Anor's getting most of the airtime when she's going backwards. Oh, and Mikos finds an opening here. Opts for the plunge. Able to get 30 damage out of that. Now, Anor did take a bunch of extra starting Pyre life from all those demons. So she is still above 100 here. There are some of the big leaps Anor's been trying to find. Mikos with just Bertrude. Does just enough to elude one defender and make it in for the plunge. So that's another 30 damage. Oh, and RITE had prayer beads on Bertrude. So that was part of the plan. Plunge in with her. Oh, as Anor sets up another Brazen Manor. Being dangerous here. And is able to get in for 40 damage with that. And I think she might have taken Leech. At least she did on one of her exiles. Because now she's back up to 130. Jody. Messenger Imp. Speedy. But not speedy enough to elude Viz Paleth. Jodariel. Blocked. Retrieves the orb. Looking for the big jump. Didn't quite get it, at least not on the first attempt. Got a whole lot of airtime there, though, and is able to get the winning plunge. GG. Well played, you two.
It's ended.
Alright, so now let's head on back.
Until the stars align.
And let us know, chat, if there is anything you'd like to see for the next one. That was just a random boat. Sometimes, usually, you have to pay extra for that. And of course, if we don't have anything in particular in mind, we can always leave it up to the players. Technically, that one was entirely random stuff, at least from an arena and a song standpoint, and we did leave the squad selection up to the players. And seeing nothing else here in terms of requests, I think we will jump back in.
The Pyre Hearts versus the True Nightwings.
You've had some good sequences.
Welcome.
You are, full disclosure,
Who shall conduct the rites?
currently playing against our defending tournament champion. I know it has been a while since our last tournament, but Anor is no slouch when it comes to Pyre skills. Alright, it is a legendary talisman, Pamitha. Oh, wonderful. My, a glass of water that spilled with nothing touching it. Just randomly decided to fall over. That's wonderful. Oh, and I heard that Honor took the stowaway. I was so distracted by inanimate objects moving without any outside forces that I did not see what she took on it. But based on her emoji, I have a sense as to what she may have just started to set up. So now we have a Prayer Beads Barker, second choice for Mikos. Oh, okay, I wasn't sure. Fortunately, it only made a small mess. Okay. And it is a speedy Bertrude. And now Mikos with a Neeland Leech on Deluge. And Nor finishing things with Prayer Beads Rookie. Alright, so here we go. Nor teleports the orb quickly. Her throw, ooh. Seemingly there was a defender right in front of that throw, but okay. Pretty sure said defender was flying and everything. Boy, Mikos has the speed, but did still get banished, and Nor able to triple hop her way in with her Cur. There is the stowaway. Teleports the orb, throws it in for 20. Stowaway back at it here. And just enough room to get that throw off. Mikos, oh, was waiting for the throw, but Honor jumped in for the plunge.
They vastly outperformed their adversaries.
GG.
Thus end this night's proceedings.
Well played, you two. Now let's head on back.
Until the next rite.
Alright, and let us know if there's anything we'd like to set up for the next one. Don't worry about it, Mikos. I mean, oftentimes, when people are new to multiplayer Pyre, I mean, we're talking about getting people in on multiplayer Pyre to a group of people who have been playing for a long time. So, you know, that is inherently difficult, regardless of what you're talking about. But, you know, for Pyre in particular, given how multiplayer Pyre is usually quite different setup-wise, in terms of which exiles, which masteries, which talismans you want to do in the campaign versus in multiplayer Pyre. And there are just certain things that people will do in Pyre that the NPCs, the CPUs I should say, will just never really do. So it is really just a different type of experience, and not an easy one to get thrown straight into. But usually that means that, you know, we'll find people who will join in for their first few matches, and it'll be difficult for sure, but the rate at which people learn and improve is tremendous once they start getting involved in multiplayer Pyre. Alright, not seeing any requests right now. So I think we might just be, once again, going with whatever the players want. Oh, hold on. Anor is choosing a song on Mikos's behalf. So, Mikos, whatever song you would like, we can do here. We have the usual ones that are available in multiplayer Pyre, and then we have modded in a few more beyond that. So I'll just filter through, I don't know to what extent these song names mean anything to you. There is Grand Ceremony, if you are interested in that. I was wondering if that's what you meant. Okay. We can certainly do that. There it is. Okay. Gotcha. Alright, so we have the song locked in. Is there anything else we are looking for, or is that all? Looks like that's gonna be it. So let's get this one started.
The Pyre Hearts shall confront the true Nightwings.
Alright.
Welcome.
Well, we're at the Fall of Solium.
Who shall conduct the rites?
This time Mikos going for a speed throwing stowaway. Anor will also go for a speed throwing stowaway. Now, power casting Snadra for Mikos. It's looking awfully familiar on Anor's side here. As Mikos goes Prayer Beads Ulmer in the last spot, and Anor has made some very similar selections to what Mikos has. Not quite the same masteries, but it is the same exile. So we'll see how these two fare. And both teleport to the orb and both get banished in the process. Anor now banishing throws, from Ulmer. Throw landed right next to Mikos's Pyre, and so teleported onto it, and Anor plunged soon thereafter. Now the stowaway looking to follow suit, but Mikos able to stop that one. Now on the attack here with Ulmer. Unable to avoid that power cast from Snadra. Stowaway for Anor. Throw intercepted. Anor gets it back, but once again intercepted. Homer for McCoss brings back some teammates, and it is now said teammate, the Stowaway, who picked it up momentarily, but vanished by Snadra soon thereafter. Already more of a defensive tone to this match, as McCoss able to sprint this one in, plunging for 20. And that was the Prayer Beads Exile. So McCoss still at full strength here, although now everyone banished. So there is time for Anor to throw this one in uncontested. Both players once again teleporting to the orb. Anor, though, ends up with it. Throw is intercepted. McCoss brings back the Stowaway, gives it to the Stowaway. She is banished, though. McCoss tries to go the jumping route. Ooh, Anor's throw off the mark. So McCoss back in possession. Banished by Snadra, and we're in a casting war between the two Snadras. Anor Snadra picks it back up. Gets to the Stowaway. Goes the ninja route. But not ninja enough. Those are some big casts from Snadra. But she is stopped. Ooh, Anor teleports to the orb while it's still close to McCoss's Pyre. And ultimately that is the way that we get our next score. Oh, and not enough time to charge up the throw for that before McCoss got the banishment. Now it's just Snadra, though.
Didn't see it coming.
The opposing Snadra here from Anor plunges for 20, leeches 10 as well in the process. But it means Anor is now without Snadra. There's a little more room for McCoss to maneuver. Spreading Anor out, one attacker on one side, the other from the other angle, and that does create just enough space to set up this score. Homer for Anor has the banishing throw to set up the winning plunge.
The true Nightwings prevail.
GG.
Their adversaries must be crying tears of shame.
Well played, you two.
The rite is complete.
All right. Now let's head on back.
Until the stars align.
But let us know, chat, if there's anything you'd like to see for the next one. Otherwise, at the very least, we'll reset our song. McCoss, should I be capitalizing the H? Is that the proper punctuation? Is that technically the preferred way to do it? Oh, what's up, Aquila? How's it going? How are you? Comes in and immediately turns customize off. All good either way? Alright, well, no worries. How's it going, Aquila? Good to see ya. Alright, well, customize off, so we're back for some more randomized exiles, masteries, and talismans. That's what you do? Well, that is fine. Fine with me, at least. We'll see how the players react. Anor responds by requesting some Thrash Pack. Add even more energy into it. More chaos. Alright, so what will we end up with this time? Well, we are about to find out. We could still do an arena, if anyone wanted to do that, but otherwise, we are good to go here. So let's get started.
The Pyre hearts shall now.
Alright, well, for McCoss, it's double Crone and a Savage. For Anor, it is a Sap and 2 Worms. See what else we can learn here. As I will note, Anor, although well known for being one of the strongest Sap players, also has been very outspoken about her distaste for playing Worms. So interesting to see how Anor adapts to this team. As McCoss, we've seen using a lot of Crones and Savages. So for McCoss, this might be a very comfortable composition. Oh, and McCoss does have the Crone Salute. There it is. So opportunity here. Oh, except Anor able to intercept the throw and then hide within the safety of the sapling. Oh no. that was not how Mikos had planned that to play out. And it is Anor who eventually manages to plunge here for 15.
The orb is taken.
Mikos, I'm sure, was pleased to see that they had the Crone Salute on the other hand. Not the way they wanted that to play out, but there is, perhaps, a way to make up for it, as we now get a 30 damage Crone Plunge, but no Milda in this round. She did not have prayer beads. Ooh, and outmaneuvers the sap for another 30 damage Crone Plunge. Mikos with some momentum here. Has the Savage Salute as well. For more pace. Anor. With Manly. Now Lady River. Anor playing this slowly. Oh, waits for the stunning claim opportunity. Mikos unable to move. The only exile capable of doing so is the one throwing that in for 15. So Anor well timed with the stunning claim worm execution, even if she may not like using the worms. That was well done. Oh, and Mikos just enough to plunge here for 20, and one more score potentially all that Mikos might need. Then, of course, Anor does have a sap, may have some rekindling. So there may be a second life bar here. Oh, but Anor, with the Seize Chance active, gets 25 off of that plunge. Mikos gets rid of it, but loses the stowaway. Anor locking down the orb between the sap and sapling aura. Anor is not getting Deluge back after he plunged, so she's going to need to find a way to make this work with just these two exiles here. But does. Plunging for 15. Mikos first to the orb with the Stowaway's Salute. Moves in with the Crone. Anor able to thwart that attack. Oh, and on the counter attack, 15 damage Worm Plunge. Now there is, of course, the chance that Mikos could have a Rite Light, a talisman that gives rekindling. But unless that is the case, then Anor might just need one more score. This could be a sudden death match. Don't know definitively, because we don't know exactly how much, if any, life these two might have on second life bars. But there is Anor sneaking in for the winning plunge. Well played, you two.
Came ever so close. The ceremony is complete.
All right. Well done. Well, let's head on back.
Till the stars align.
That was customized off, so we did not confirm what the players had, and I don't know that we got much insight, even as the match was going on. I think we saw somebody had the talisman that gives the moon drops, but outside of that, not really sure we learned of any talismans. Anor says good for a couple more, then she'll have to swap out. Okay, so heads up, if there is anyone in chat who is interested in getting in, we'll be looking for someone to take Anor's place in the relatively near future. So if you need to make any sort of preparations, then make those now, and we may be looking to call your name soon. So if there is anything else we'd like to see between Anor and Mikos, we don't have much longer to make that happen. So let us know what you guys would like to see. Not seeing any requests at the moment, so we might just leave this one up to the players then. Let's hop back in.
The Pyre hearts shall
We're back at the
take
fall.
on the true night wings.
Oh,
Welcome.
sorry, I did not catch that Will describes.
Who shall conduct the rites?
Happy to do it for the next one, though. Just remind me to activate it. For all we know, yeah, we could get a random Will of the Scribes, right? It's possible. Cost goes Vanishing Throw, Stowaway. And or goes Nutrition Stick, Volfred. Cost back with the Nutrition Stick Manly. Might have just made this personal. As Anor goes Speedy Palmas. Cost takes a Prayer Beads Feral Curse, Bertrude. Nor has 2 saps already. Hold on. There are 4 saps total? I think you're fine?
Well,
I think you're fine, yeah. As Anor will go triple sap with a Speed Throw Manly.
now go. Begin.
Stowaway, oh actually it is Wolfred who's first to the orb here. As Anor moves in for the plunge.
Has been scathed.
Making it in here for 25. That means, though, no Volfred in this round. The cost. Stowaway's cut off.
The orb
Or
is
with
up.
that Speedy Palmas. Manly not as speedy. At least not with his movement, but his throws certainly are. He stopped. Ooh, and Stowaway vanished from that exploding sapling. And we're getting aggressive here. Moving in with that Speedy Palmas. Does she have the throwing range? Trying to create that safe spot within the sapling aura.
The orb's up.
But Macaws has a large enough aura to still get rid of Anor's sap. Oh, and
Unfortunate for the true
Bertrude
Nightwings.
goes on a vanishing spree. More exploding saplings from Anor. Of course, the question when it comes to these high sap matches is typically
Adversary's flame.
not can you defend. The saps, they can do that pretty well. It's more so a question of how do you turn that defense into offense? Oh, and Macaws cannot use any sprint jumps or throws when everyone is banished on the north side, and with those 2 saplings, there's not a lot of room for the Stowaway to maneuver, but waited for one of the saps to come back, then the Stowaway could throw, and the patience paid off. Anor. Speaking of patience, that is typically what it will take to build out the attack with the saps. Doesn't happen quickly. Anor making some moves here. With Volfred. Opts for the throw. That's good for 17. Stowaway. Elusive. Who banishes one of the saps with her throw. Wasn't quite quick enough to avoid the other. Oh, and Anor blinks straight in right as it looked like she was going to get banished. Stowaway to Bertrude, back to the Stowaway. Oh, and 2 exiles banished now. That leaves Mikos with just 1 sap left. Anor, once again, takes a little while to get those saps forward, and in the meantime, Mikos back at full strength here. Now it's Mikos starting to push the pieces into the middle of the board. Oh, Mikos with a good banishment there, and Bertrude able to leap in for 30. Stowaway gets it back. Looking to get rid of that sap with her throw. May not need to, though. Well, banishes 1, and then opts to jump in. Good for another 20 damage.
The true Nightwing's adversaries gained an edge. The orb is up.
Bertrude. Oh, momentum. Took her into that sapling there. And after the plunge, the Stowaway is gone for the entirety of this round, so just Manly back at the moment. As Anor starting her attack. Mikos fends it off. Now looking to threaten with Bertrude. Bertrude down, though. Everyone down, though. Opportunity here for Anor. Fully charge the throw. Mikos down to 8, however, we know that I believe both players have at least some rekindling, what with all these saps that we're seeing. Mikos with Manly. Trying to escape.
So much for Volfred.
Oh, I nearly got into a threatening position with Manly of all exiles. And now everyone down. Time now for Anor. Manly returns and is quick enough. Stowaway on one side, Bertrude the other. Now they overload the top of the arena, and they both go down, though, to the exploding sapling. Anor can't find her way through that defense. He's back with Mikos, although quick vanishing, or exploding sapling. Oh, and Mikos threads the needle with that throw, drops Anor down to 10. So now, with 1 score from either player, we'd likely see that second life bar pop up and confirm how much rekindling players are working with here. Mikos able to rush down one of the saps. Stowaway goes down, but does get the pass off. Bertrude banished as well. Mikos with just Manly, although has been in that situation in the past. Does buy enough time to get the reinforcements back. Anor blinks past one defender, but Mikos able to recover quickly enough. Stowaway. Bertrude. That throw was unblockable, but it was slightly short. Manly for Anor. Oh, has a throw, gets it off, and there is the second life bar. The rekindling activates for Mikos, and it's 10 now, which means at this point, yes, 1 score for Anor could finish it. Same, we don't think could be said for Mikos, because Anor, I believe, still has some rekindling. Or with some saps on the run. It's Volfred. He's not quick enough to weave his way through the defense that time. Oh, and the stowaway just barely avoids the exploding sapling. Unable to avoid Manly, though. Anor, moving in with Volfred, and blinks straight in for the win.
The true Nightwings prevail.
GG.
A narrow victory, yet
Well played, you two.
nonetheless commendable. The rite is complete.
Very close match. Very nice. Alright, let's head on back.
Till the next rite.
And I think Anor was saying she's good for about one more, so if there is anything else we'd like to see between these two, this would likely be our last chance to make that happen. And if there is anyone interested in getting in, let us know so we can get you in for Anor soon. Anor did request Will the Scribe, so let's make sure we get that. So we have a song, but that is it at the moment. Let us know if there's anything else we'd like in addition to that. Not immediately seeing anything, though. So it looks like that will be all.
The Pyre Hearts shall confront the true Nightwings.
Alright, so we're at the nest.
Welcome. Who shall conduct the rites?
But the team composition is entirely up to the players here. And Goss will go Prayer Beads, Dalbert as the lead. As an Or will go Nutrition Stick on Volfred. Did of course see Anor take triple sap last time. Will we see the same thing here? Or is that first sap just a coincidence? Costco's Luminous Idol on Iggy. Don't think we've seen too much demon action from Magos today. So mixing up a little bit here. Now, quick throwing Jody for an Or.
messenger.
Infinite Stamina Messenger Imp is the final choice for Mikos. And Enora also going Imp, though in her case, it's Web Lanthorn Tizo. Alright, so here we go for what we think may end up being our last match between these two today.
Second wind.
Iggy to Dalbert. Dalbert down though, and then the demons collide. Dalbert from Mikos gets the stamina back, although gets taken out by the exploding sapling. Exploding Imp, however, gets rid of many of Enora's exiles, and that was a speeding Jodariel. But Dalbert got in her way. Oh, and Dalbert ran out of stamina at the wrong time there. Nor moving in with Volfred, but he is rushed down, as is Messenger Imp. Demon versus Demon once again, and the Celestial Spike banishing throw helps Enora out here just enough to set up that 30 damage throw.
Tis taken.
Volfred now blinks and tries to shield his way to safety, but unable to do so. Mikos gets it back, only to be banished, and Enor threatening close to Mikos's Pyre. With Jody, gets another throw off here for another 30. Volfred blinks to the other side, and oh, for a second there, looked like he was somehow going to power his way through. Jody against Iggy. Oh, and Jody had just enough range there. Now one score, potentially all that Enor might need. Will it be with Volfred? Not this time. Dalbert. He's banished. Jody with the infinite stamina makes it in for the win.
The true night wings prevail.
GG.
Most excellently done this time, I must admit.
Well played, you two.
The right is done.
All right. Well, let's head on back.
Until the stars align.
And Enor, of course, you're welcome to stick around, but it sounded like you were saying you might need to switch out in and around nowish. Ready or not, here I go. All right, no worries, Enor. Thanks for stopping by. Good to have you. GG's. Catch you later. Good to have you, as always. Alright, but that does mean we're looking for someone else to jump in here to take Enor's place. Do we have anyone who would be interested in doing so? iRotor is interested and available. Alright, perfect. And Mikos, are you good to stick around for a little while longer? Does that work for you?
I'll just answer you here. Yeah, that's good.
Alright. Well, let's get in iRotor then. Let's see. Invite should be on its way. In the meantime, I'll just reset our song. Okay, yeah, Mikos is... Oh, gonna go Beyonders. Okay, nice. Alright, if we could just confirm that Mikos is still player 1 and iRotor is now player 2. Looks like it.
Yes.
Okay,
Yep,
perfect. Alright, let me just update iRotor's information.
Did you see the Beyonders colors already?
What's that?
Asking my cost. Did you see the Beyonders colors already?
True. The Beyonders colors are different.
Yeah, I've seen them before.
Oh, okay.
Okay, let me take you off. Well, both of you switched. Okay. So we have withdrawn and we have Beyonders. There we go. Okay. Nice. I think we were just testing out, making sure people had control there. I don't think we had anything for Isle of Kalimur, but let us know, request-wise, if there is anything we want to see. This is, of course, iRotor's first match of the day, so up to you guys if you want to give iRotor a simple, straightforward match to warm up, or if you would rather delve straight into the madness and chaos of whatever request you have schemed up. Not immediately seeing anything, though. So I think we'll just get this one started.
The Beyonders versus the Withdrawn.
And fittingly,
Welcome.
we are randomly on the book
Shall conduct the rites.
as soon as we have someone take the Beyonders. And it is a legendary talisman, Tamitha, as the lead for Mikos.
Alma.
Prayer Beads Ulmer is who iRotor will be starting with. Now, a power casting Headwind. Followed by iRotor's Titan Tooth Dalbert. Mikos will also go Titan Tooth here with Pamitha. Last choice here from iRotor will be a speedy Vids Paleth. Alright, so our first match between Mikos and iRotor, and is iRotor getting us started with a bit of a black magic jump there, twisting and turning, and finding his way in for 20 damage.
A blow against the
As Dalbert follows suit with 20 damage of his own. He did not have Prayer Bead, so he is gone, and that leaves just Vids Paleth for iRotor at the moment. And she is banished, which means time now for Mikos, although Ulmer does make his return, but Mikos makes it around and in for a 20 damage Harp Plunge.
Now to the flame.
Pushes Ulmer away, but Ulmer, once again, zigzags his way in. Dalbert, once again, follows in his son's footsteps.
Once more like that, we are finished.
And it is another twisting and turning jump, and iRotor will take the win.
GG.
Their
GG.
pyre yet burns with vigor and resolve.
Well played, you two.
Thus end this night's proceedings
Alright, well, let's head on back.
until the next rite.
But let us know, chat, if there's anything we'd like to see for the next one. Otherwise, if not, as always, we can leave it up to the players. That works too. But seeing nothing here, why don't we get started?
The Beyonders versus the Withdrawn. Welcome.
Alright, well now we're getting all the small arenas,
Who shall conduct
as we
the
get what I
rites?
think is our first glade of the day. Now, for what it's worth, this is, I should note, a modded glade, which I'm not sure if you're familiar with it. there will not be any brambles spawning in. The arena will remain open for the entirety of the match, just in case that affects your strategy at all.
Has a fun. This is small.
Another joins your ranks.
And Core, how's it going? Thank you for the sub. I appreciate the support.
Albert.
How are you doing, Core? We have a match between Mikos and Iroder. No requests from chat, so both players are just taking their preferred teams.
Manly.
As Mikos goes back with the nutrition stick on Manly. We've seen Mikos take that a fair bit today. Secrets.
Exile.
It's a secret tech. It's a somewhat common strategy that we've seen some people use. It's just that, for whatever reason, we have typically seen people take it on Volfred, not Manly. Obviously, it doesn't make much of a difference when it comes to gameplay, but the lore implications are profound. As Mikos goes for prayer beads on Ulmer for the final choice. And Iroder goes with Raji. Alright, Mikos teleports to the orb. Throws it off into the distance though, and Iroder retrieves. And gets the throw off for the full 15. Mikos teleports, retreats, gets it back to Ulmer. Tries to get it back to the stowaway, but oh, now everybody banished.
I'm afraid.
But the numbing gust takes hold here, preventing Iroder from sprinting, although once he is able to, still quick enough to pick it up and plunge for a little bit of extra damage as well.
Alas for Tay.
Raji, trying to go on a banishing spree here. Oh, sets up a portal directly on top of Mikos' Pyre. Now that is dangerous. So if Iroder gets it back, he can go through that portal for what is functionally an automatic score. Iroder once again getting aggressive with his imp play, but by banishing everyone, slows himself down. Activating that numbing gust, although once again, he's unfazed, as he is still able to make it in with Dalbert here.
No more than a lick of flame remains.
Banishment from Lady River. Lady River trying to sneak through, but the throw is short.
Sorry, Manly.
Free orb, which Mikos picks up. Stowaway, just enough to avoid one banishment, but blocked by the second defender.
A sacred
And there is some rekindling from Mikos, so second life bar is now out. That means one score potentially, all that Iroder would need here. Moves in with Dalbert, and there it is.
The withdrawn prevail.
GG.
Their adversaries did not even come close.
Well played, you two.
The rite is ended.
Alright, well let's head on back.
Until the next rite.
But let us know, chat, if there's anything we'd like to see for the next one. Not seeing anything at the moment. Let us know if anyone has any last-minute requests here. Otherwise, of course, we can just leave it up to the players. That works too. So why don't we go with that?
shall now
We're back.
face the withdrawn.
Back on the boat.
Welcome.
Alright, McCall says this will be their last, so heads up if there is anyone in chat who would like to get in. We'll be looking to call your names soon to take McCall's place. As for what the players will opt to do on the boat, well, McCall goes for a Prayer Beads Ignarius. Rotor goes for Prayer Beads on Ulmer. Koss takes Demon number 2 with a Banishing Throws Jody. Now Speedy Vizpaleth for Iroder. Koss will also go Speedy Demon with Vizpaleth. As Iroder finishes his team with Leeching Bertrude. Alright, here we go. Back on the boat, and it is Iroder getting us off to a quick start here, leaping in for 20. And with Prayer Beads means he still has Ulmer here, though McCoss in possession.
Swift recovery. Alas for Jodarian.
McCoss elusive thus far, but Iroder eventually able to rush down and retrieve the orb. With extra airtime from Iroder, just enough to avoid the banishment, and able to hopscotch his way through. Ulmer, unsuccessful this time. Koss loses one demon, loses another demon, and Iroder picks up the scraps, plunges here for 30, and I believe gets some leech in the process with Bertrude, and now following up with Ulmer as well. Ulmer down this time. Koss. Iggy makes it through, plunging for 30. Ulmer stopped this time as well.
Somebody get the orb.
Koss banished here by Ulmer. Ulmer teleports back. Oh, but he is stopped just in front of the pyre. McCoss nearly able to boat magic in. Oh, well cast. Oh, knocks back the defender, but did land in the aura, did get banished in the process. Oh my gosh, that is the furthest I've ever seen a Savage jump.
Into the adversary's flame.
Ulmer trying to repeat history well. It is not easy to break that type of record. But Ulmer will try.
Deathly thwarted drive. Banished one and all.
Also with a window here. Rotor does start to get some exiles back just in time though. Oh, and there's some extra boat magic.
Spectacularly done.
With that plunge, drops McCoss down to just 5.
Go on, just once more.
Well-timed teleport from my rotor, setting up the winning plunge.
The withdrawn prevail.
Yeah, thanks for the game.
Glorious performance,
GG's.
Sure, you
I
too.
must say. The ceremony is complete.
All right, well, let's head on back. And I think McCoss was saying they have to head out, so GG's. Good to have you, McCoss. Thanks for stopping by. Welcome to the Right Club.
Yeah, thanks for having me. This has been a laugh riot.
All right. We'll hope to catch you later.
Absolutely. Have a good one.
You too. All right, I can give you the boot from remote play to free you. You may return to the Commonwealth.
All right, we'll see. We'll catch you around. Thank you much.
All right, catch you later. Okay, but with that being said, yes, perfect. I was just gonna say that means we're looking for someone else to jump in, and Core is just in time. Let me get you then, Core. Let's see. Here you are. Alright, and if you guys could just confirm, is Core now player 1, iRotor now player 2, or have things switched?
I'm still there too.
Okay, and Core, things working on your end? Looks like it. Okay, nice. Let me just update your information. This is now Core. And then get rid of your Beyonders. And give you instead some Pyre Hearts. Okay. So let us know if there's anything we would like to see for this next one. Obviously, this will be Core's first match of the day, so up to you if you'd like to give him a straightforward one, or if you would like to throw him straight in with something crazy. But seeing no requests right now, perhaps we'll let both players take whatever they'd like here.
The Pyre Hearts shall take on the withdrawn. Who shall conduct the rites?
Isn't that interesting now? Core opts for a full left side, quick throwing Manly for his first choice. iRotor goes Prayer Beads on Temitha. Extra Pyre Life from Snadra in Core's second position. Quick Banishing Throws from Viz Paleth is iRotor's second choice. Speedy Tiso, final selection for Core. Then Super Portal Webbed Lanthorn Raji, final selection for iRotor. Alright, so here we go, our first matchup between Core and iRotor for today. No requests for this one, so both players just taking their preferred teams. See how that plays out, as Core is the one to get us started with a 25 damage sap throw. iRotor looking to answer here. Faces a banishment or two.
The orb is up.
Temitha trying to fly around the defense, but Tiso up to the task defensively. Snadra through the portal. Trapped a bit in the corner here, but lasted long enough to at least pass the orb off to a teammate, and here she is once again. Now she gets banished, though. His Vispleth, oh, with that infinite stamina, scary sight. But it's Core who wins it back and plunges here. Bear in mind, that is an offensive imp, 25, rather than the usual 15 damage. But no prayer beads, so now Tizo is gone. Vispleth. Banished one with the throw, but tries to score on that occasion, and it's a little bit short. Ooh, everyone down on Core's side, but does have the numbing gust. So Pyre slowed. Gets the infinite stamina. But that's not enough. Core. Ooh, loses everyone. Once again, the numbing gust active, though this time orb closer to Core's Pyre. Still not close enough for Pyre to sneak in for a score. Ooh, Pyre very nearly using that portal to great effect. The Core does just enough defensively. Tamitha, once more. Can't find a way past Snadra. Vispleth, infinite stamina, and gets the throw in. Core, with his offensive Tizo. Now back with Pyre, and oh, ever so close to plunging there with Tamitha, but the shoulder smash from Snadra gets her banished just before she executes the plunge. Pyre stopped short, but wins it back. Now banished. So Core on the attack here, and has some room to get off this throw, and that drops Pyre down to 25. Now I don't believe Pyre has any sources of rekindling. So it means Core may have enough damage here to finish this with one score. Would need to be either Manly or Tizo. Snadra would not have enough. Pyre loses Vispleth there, shoulder smashed by Snadra. Oh, and now Pyre defenseless, at least until Vispleth returns here, and Vispleth is capable of cleaning up the scraps, although now it is Core through the portal and in for the winning plunge.
Good game.
Accomplished effortlessly, I might add.
GG.
The rite is ended.
Well played, you two. Alright, and let's head on back.
Until the stars align.
But let us know, chat, if there is anything you would like to see for the next match. Not seeing anything at the moment, though, and of course that means we can just leave this up to the players to take whatever they'd like. So let's get this one started.
The Pyre hearts
Back at the book.
shall confront the withdrawn. Welcome. Who shall conduct the rites?
Core resets the masteries here. To set up a speedy Jody. Iroder also goes for speed, but in his case it's with Pamitha.
Messenger.
Web Lanthorn Messenger Imp is the second choice for Core.
Tabitha.
Now I wrote her with the other Harp sister. It's Tamitha. Exploding Gilman is how Core will wrap up his team. And I wrote her go Web Lanthorn Raji. I wrote her first to the orb, but first to get banished. Core about to win it back, but loses his demon in the process. And I wrote her momentarily defenseless, at least until Raji makes a return. Here he is. Core. Jody's still threatening. A relatively dangerous portal as well, but it's Iroder in possession, and it is Iroder scoring. Not only for 20 there, but resetting the otherwise dangerous portal. So Core's efforts there, thwarted. Core back in possession here. And able to get off a 30 damage plunge with Jody. That means now no Jody in this round. Core stalls. Gets Gilman back. Ooh, and Core wins the orb back close to Iroder's Pyre. Banishes all of Iroder's defenders, and so able to throw this one in for 15. And in doing so, now we see Jody return. Not for long. Only she does come back quickly. And here she is. She's blocked. Wins it back close to Iroder's Pyre. And quickly plunges. Iroder now down to 25, so one more of those Jody plunges would do the trick, but Jody is gone for the entirety of this round. So Core will need to find some other solution. Meanwhile, Iroder moves in with Pamitha. Gets it back. Gives it up. Core cornered. Iroder has a decent portal there. Right as I say that, naturally it gets reset. Ooh, and Core, oh, the orb inadvertently hits Iroder's Pyre, bounces back out.
A true aimed thrust into the
Core now able to throw in for 13, and at this point, one score of almost any variety from almost any exile might be enough for Core. Iroder tries to sneak through, but Pamitha is stopped. Jody, she's banished. Gilman, oh, nearly found an opening there. Little heart push action from Iroder, able to plunge in for 20. Now that means no Tamitha, though. Jody, well-timed defensive stop for Iroder, although Core wins it back and plunges in for the win.
Good game.
Their adversaries proved no match for them.
GG.
The ceremony is complete.
Well played, you two. Alright, and let's head on back.
Until the next rite.
So let us know, chat, if there's anything we would like to see for the next one. Otherwise, as always, we can just leave it up to the players. But seeing no requests, I think we'll jump back in. Oh, and you hear the imps It is the Isle of Kaelmer.
On the withdrawn. Welcome. Who shall conduct the rites?
Now, Aura's Scale Gilman for the extra jumping distance. That's Core's lead. Rotor goes Solium's Horn on Jodariel for the extra casting distance. Core now with Ashen Coal Snadra as his second choice. Prayer Beads Dalbert. That's what Iroder will go with here. And the Canned Singularity. Core does break it out for what I believe will be the first time today. It's only a matter of time, really. And a quick throwing Pulmus is Iroder's final choice. So here we go. It's Iroder, or rather Core first to the orb here as Iroder gets a couple of banishments. But there is the Canned Singularity. Doing what it does. It's a magnetizing effect, but Iroder is unfazed and gets it started with a 30 damage plunge. It does, however, mean Iroder is Jodariel-less. Gets some stamina back, so we can go back to hopping around with Dalbert, but didn't hop enough to avoid banishment. Iroder wins it back, well shielded. Dalbert banished here. 4. With Snadra, waits until he gets the stowaway back. She's quickly banished, so there is the Canned Singularity activating. And everyone down on Iroder's team, so that's enough room for Snadra to make it in there, plunging for 20. As the imps close in around the orb. Jody, though, is still able to make it through and plunge in here for 30. Ooh, as Core somehow able to find a way through all those imps in the middle and all the way to the orb, or rather all the way to the Pyre for a 15 damage throw. Core gets it back with Gilman. Time and space for a slightly quicker 11 damage throw. Jody back though, and Jody has been the most threatening of exiles for Iroder. Stowaway, blocked. But she's still in here, yet Iroder has won it back. Looking to transition defense into offense, but his attack is thwarted. Core tries to counter through the stowaway.
A bit of a blunder.
But now Iroder takes his turn. Jody, she goes down. So once again, it's the stowaway from Core. She's banished.
If I were that one, I'd be rather angry.
Oh, and Jody can't avoid that cast from the stowaway, so the stowaway, just enough range to jump in for 20. That means no stowaway in this round for Core.
The true Nightwing's foe.
Jody for Iroder. Just Snadra back defensively, but that is her specialty. Gilman returns as well, and Gilman able to get that banishment on Jodariel. Dalbert just enough to avoid being banished. As he's blocked, Core gets it back here through Gilman. Tries to loop around the defense and angles that throw. Still hits the mark, good for 13. Ooh, and Jody looked like she hesitated for a second there. Wasn't sure if she wanted to be considered banished or not, but she does go down. Snadra's shoulder smash. Can Singularity has made that imp absolutely lose its mind. Dalbert couldn't quite find his way through. Past Gilman. Stowaway, time to throw.
Aim was true.
It's 14 on that occasion. Jody banishes the entirety of iRotor's team, or rather, of Core's team. And Jody was still hanging out next to the Pyre, so iRotor is able to plunge once again with Jody, and I think all of iRotor's scores have come from Jody. So the question then becomes, what can iRotor do here without Jody in this round? As everyone is down on iRotor's side, at least until Dalbert returns. It's now Dalbert against Snadra. Snadra trying to bring back some teammates, activate the can Singularity, and did, but didn't have much of a dramatic effect there. Race to the orb. Snadra won that race, throws it in for 8, which might not look like much, but it does now get us in range for a couple of stowaway throws or plunges, and another chip there. 11 damage from Gilman. Still would take 2 scores for Core. Unless he has C's chance on his worm, but I'm not sure that he does. But after that throw, now any exile for Core would have sufficient damage. iRotor still needs 2 scores, though. Core's throw from that range, I think, is a little bit short, and he knew it. Stowaway. Thinking about it. Quick cast. Snap cast, some might say. iRotor now able to plunge for 20, and that means 1 score for either player would do the trick. Just a matter of who gets it. But then again, iRotor does have a sap. Does he have rekindling? I don't recall if he may. Jody. To Dalbert! And iRotor takes the win. GG.
Their pyre nearly was extinguished there, but no. Thus end this night's proceedings.
Well played, you two. Alright, let's head on back.
Until the next rite.
And let us know, chat, if there's anything we would like to see for the next one. That one was all up to the players. A nice close match.
Liz, you have to answer me one question.
Okay.
Why is it that if I look under like viewers of Lids also view, why are 3 and previously 4 of the 5 streams Star Wars The Old Republic streams? Have you not been telling us something?
Lots of Knights of the Old Republic stuff?
Star Wars The Old Republic, like the MMO.
Oh, I don't know. I've never played it.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. But like, apparently you have a large cross-section. Maybe you should appeal to that audience.
Yeah, I think it is coming from Mass Effect people. I think I know of another Mass Effect person, another Mass Effect streamer, who we probably have very similar audiences with, and I think he does Knights of the Old Republic, or whatever, the Star Wars Old Republic, Knights of the Old Republic, whichever one it is called nowadays. I think I've seen that he's been streaming that a bit. So
okay.
that's my guess. But yeah, I've never played it.
If anyone wants to jump in for me, it's getting late.
Okay. iRotor is volunteering to swap out if anyone is interested in getting in.
I can't stay for too much longer either.
Okay.
30 minutes for me.
Okay. I mean, it's getting a little bit later. We would be wrapping up a little bit early if we pulled the plug here, but wouldn't be that crazy if we just had 1 or 2 more matches. But do we have anyone else from chat who would be interested in getting in? Because it sounds like both iRotor and Core do need to leave somewhat soon. I'm not oh. Okay, Phaler says, wish I could, but I take that to mean, yeah, not available today, though. Alright then. In that case, sounds like it may end up being just Core and iRotor. So how many more matches are you guys available for? Should we go into the Liberation right here? Should we do one more before that?
This
Sorry,
one
say
and
again.
a Liberation, right? This one and then a Liberation. Right?
Okay, gotcha. Alright, so it sounds like in that case, this will be our penultimate rite. The last one in which we'll take any requests before we go into Liberation, right? So if there is anything we would still like to see, this would be our last chance to make that happen. So let us know if that is the case. Otherwise, of course we can still leave it up to the players if we want to. It certainly worked last time. We had a very nice match with that being the case. So why don't we get this one started then?
The Pyre hearts
Oh, well,
shall now face.
this is not the Liberation Rite, just to clarify. It's a warm-up, okay? This one's a warm-up. We'll see if the players choose what their Liberation Rite teams would have been, or if they are concerned about spilling the beans. So do they deliberately take something else, just to maintain the element of surprise? Well, iRotor goes Prayer Beads on Almer. Core led with Bertrude. Now Core goes Webbed Lanthorn Tizo. iRotor with Titan Tooth on Dalbert for the stuns. Now, saluting Prayer Bead Zaxiana. That's Core's final choice. Whereas for iRotor, it's a speedy Vids Palette. So, not the Liberation Rite. It is our penultimate rite, though, and remains to be seen whether this will be very similar to how the players choose to do the Liberation Rite, in which case, say, a prequel of sorts, or is this a match in which both players are trying to remain sneaky, keep their preferred teams unknown, undetected, have that element of surprise for the next match. Core plunges here for 30 with his Crone. Did not have Prayer Beads though, so he is Bertrudeless. Almer. iRotor is blocked. Zaxiana for Core. Infinite stamina after going through that portal. Then switches into Tizo. And he'll plunge for 15. That is less damage than Core would have had if he had plunged directly with his harp. Bertrude. Back to Zaxiana. Bertrude down now, and just Zaxiana for Core. Does he try to stall this one out? Or does he go all the way with just Zaxiana? Well, he has stalled long enough to get Bertrude back, but iRotor got the orb, and iRotor plunged. iRotor teleports to the orb, but loses Almer here. Gets it back with Vids Palette, though. iRotor does not have Dalbert in this round after having plunged with him. Vanishes the closest of the defenders, and that means still enough time and space for a 30 damage Demon Plunge. But now no Vids Palette. Bertrude slowly saunters closer and slithers past the defense and in for a 30 damage plunge. Now she's gone for this round. We've seen a lot of plunges, not a lot of throws in this match. Well, there's the Titan Tooth stunning Core. That does buy enough time for a 20 damage Dalbert plunge, but once again, Means we will see another exile that is permanently gone in this round. This time it's Dalbert for Iroder. And Iroder did not get the orb there. I thought he did, to be honest with you. It was awfully close. Ooh, and speaking of close, Vispleth just barely avoided banishment. Now here she is, along with Almer. Both characters moving in. Ooh, and Vispleth. Banishing spree. All of Kor's exiles are down. Iroder has time to throw it
GG.
and take the win.
The
GG.
withdrawn prevail.
GG.
And such a well-conducted victory it was.
Well played, you two.
The rite is complete.
All right. And in that case, we'll head on back.
Until the stars align.
And it sounded like, with both players needing to head out soon, it is time. A little bit early, but it is time for our Liberation Rite. So it's going to look a little familiar, because we will be back at the Fall of Solium, but this time we'll turn the sermon intro on and we'll go Never to Return Withdrawn edition. So no requests from chat for this one. We'll just have the players take their preferred teams to finish things off in style. So without further ado, let's get going.
Welcome, exiles. You are gathered at the Fall of Solium. Here you shall be tested by your adversary. May further shame befall whomever fails. Pyre heart stand prepared. The withdrawn stand ready. Who shall strive for freedom?
Alright, so as we said, this will be our final rite of the night, our Liberation Rite. So no requests from chat. Both players just taking whatever they'd like here, and for Kor that means Aura's Scale on Gilman for the extra jumping distance. The question we were asking ourselves in the previous match, since we were on the Fall of Solium, was, are we going to see repeats, or at least very similar teams, or is the construction going to be very different this time, as Iroder goes Prayer Beads on Zaxiana. Kor takes a Web Lanthorn Messenger Imp. Iroder takes Leech on Bertrude. Leech on Jodariel is Kor's final choice. While Iroder finishes with a speedy Jodariel. Alright, so here we go. Our final rite of the night. Kor on the left representing the Pyre Hearts. Iroder on the right representing the Withdrawn. Best of luck to you both.
Gilman threw it in. Yes. Cast from afar into the pyre's flame. No more than a lick of flame remains. That's it. Oh. Be gone, John. Brilliantly done. Ah. To each his own. Flung with considerable precision. Now to the flame. Banished from this place. Now then. Another batsman. The orb flies true. Alas for Gilman. Oh. How utterly brazen. 'Tis taken. And there it is.
Korrekt
And
Nias.
there it is.
The
GG.
Pirates proved
Good game.
their worth.
Well
nice.
played, you two.
An outcome which left little room for doubt.
That was our final ride of the night.
Thus ends the liberation.
Our
rite.
liberation rites. Thank you both for participating in the rites. Thank you everybody who participated in the rites today, and everybody who gave us the requests in chat as well.
Thanks everyone.
That will be our final match though, so I will duck out of Discord. But I will catch you guys next time. Alright, and before we wrap things up in full, let's just make sure, yeah, they've left remote play. They know how this works. As I was saying, that was of course our final rite of the night, our liberation rite, so thank you everybody who participated in the rites today, and everybody who gave us the requests in chat as well. This was Pyre Community Rite Night, and if you're interested in getting more involved in multiplayer Pyre, then the best way to do so is by joining the Rite Club Discord server, which you can do by clicking on, did I spell that correctly? Yes. This link, right there. My name is Lids, I'm a host in these Rite Nights. My streaming schedule is Fridays, we are doing Mass Effect Andromeda multiplayer, Saturdays, Mass Effect 3 multiplayer, and then Sundays, this, Pyre multiplayer. Also sneaking in a few other games every now and again, including a game that we did on relatively short notice this morning. So we have the first Descendant, which just had this very brief 2-day test period, which we were streaming a little bit earlier today. Might end up putting that up on YouTube, not entirely sure just yet. But also doing some Hades 2 and some Helldivers 2, sometimes on stream, and sometimes posting those things up on YouTube. Lids Vids there as well, posting the VODs for all those streams on YouTube as well. If you haven't done so yet already, though, the best way to stay up to date on all things Lids is by hitting the follow button to get notification when I go live, and also joining my own Discord, which you can do by clicking on Destiny 2. What is this? Not Destiny 2. No, First Descendant. Okay, let's see. Can join my own Discord by clicking on that link right there. But that's going to be it for me for tonight, so thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed the stream, and I'll catch you next time.